very good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Tanish Chaudhary and I am Assistant Professor, Dharampet MPDO Memorial Science College, Nagpur. And today we are going to perform an experiment of BSc Sem 3 and it is an organic chemistry practical. The aim of our experiment is identification of given unknown organic compound. The apparatus required in this experiment are the test tube holder, burner, china dish, the sodium metal pieces, thermometer, paraffin oil, capillary tube, etc. Now this experiment involves 5 major steps. First of that is the preliminary test. So in the preliminary test we will see the color, odor, nature, solubility, action of heat of our organic compound. Then next is the detection of extra element in our compound. For this we have to prepare the sodium extract. Okay. So after sodium extract preparation we will do the tests for nitrogen, sulfur or halogens present in our compound. So as sodium is a very reactive metal, so here we have taken sodium and the sodium reacts with our organic compound to form these ionic inorganic substances. That if nitrogen is present, then sodium converts into sodium cyanide, sulfur is present, sodium converts into sodium sulfide, and with halogen sodium gets converted into sodium halides. So firstly we will do the test for nitrogen and we have seen that here we have obtained the green PPT followed by Persian blue color is observed, and here our nitrogen is confirmed. Okay. Rest of the extra elements like sulfur and halogens were found to be absent. The next stage is our functional group detection. So we have done the test of amide here. So amide test, it is turned positive. Okay. So amide group is present in our organic compound. Then from all the results up till now what we have got, so we have concluded that here urea may be present. So we have proceeded towards the confirmatory test of urea, and here we have done a very beautiful test, that is the biuret test, and biuret test is positive here, which confirms the urea in our organic compound. Okay. And after taking its melting point, that is of 133 degrees centigrade, our urea is further confirmed, and here it is the structure of our urea. Okay. Then next is our derivative preparation of urea. So we have prepared the urea nitrate. Okay. So a very I can say a white PPT we have obtained here of urea nitrate, and after the melting point confirmation urea nitrate is further confirmed. Okay. So this was all about our today's experiment, that is the identification of given organic compound. Now all these tests in detail we will perform on table. Is preliminary test. Okay, so we are going to proceed towards our preliminary test. So dear student, this is our unknown organic compound. Okay, and here about the color, so it is white in color. Okay, then second is its nature. So it is crystalline solid. It is crystalline solid in nature. Okay. Then about the odor. Okay, so it is a odorless compound. Okay, so it is a odorless compound. Next step is we have to test its solubility. Okay, that whether it is soluble in cold water or not. So we will take this test tube. Okay, and take this cold water inside it. And then with the help of spatula we put this compound inside this, okay, and see whether it is soluble in cold water or not. So here we see that yes, this compound is getting dissolved in cold water, okay. So it is soluble in cold water, okay. Then we have to test the action of heat on our this compound, okay. So for this we take this spatula and this square side, okay, and we have taken this over the spatula, and now we are testing the action of heat, okay. So over the burner we are testing. So non-sooty flame. This shows that this compound is aliphatic in nature. This was all about the preliminary test. So now for the detection of the extra elements, we are going to prepare our sodium extract, okay. For this we need the sodium metal pieces, and these are the sodium metal pieces which are dipped in kerosene. Our first step is to dry the sodium metal pieces properly with the help of filter paper. Now take a clean and dry fusion tube. Okay. And inside this fusion tube take our sodium metal piece. So we have taken the sodium metal piece inside this fusion tube, okay. Now we heat this fusion tube. Now heat this fusion tube so that the sodium metal gets melted. Okay. Now add our compound inside this fusion tube. So this is our unknown compound, and we have added, okay, our compound. Now again heat it so that the sodium metal gets react with our compound to form the ionic inorganic substances. To get the reactions proper, again we have to add some more sodium metal pieces so that the reaction becomes complete with this active sodium metal. So again this dry sodium metal piece we have to enter inside the fusion tube, and now heat till it becomes red hot. So heating with the safety precautions by using wire gauge is must to avoid any accident. Heat this fusion tube till it becomes red hot. So here the stage is where the fusion tube appears red hot. Now, as we have already taken some distilled water inside this china dish, and we have to plunge this red hot sodium this fusion tube inside this china dish. Okay. Yes, so this is the very right procedure for making sodium extract. Now split it into pieces with the help of a glass rod so that the sodium the fusion tube split into pieces, break into pieces. Okay, so in this manner. Now boil it for 10 minutes. Now we have to cool it and then filter it. Next step is to filter it. So this is our sodium extract, ready for the detection of extra elements present in our unknown organic compound. Now we are ready for our element detection test, and first we have to test of the nitrogen. For this we will require our sodium extract. This is our sodium extract and freshly prepared FeSO4 solution. This is our freshly prepared FeSO4 solution. Now in a clean test tube take 2 ml of sodium extract. So 2 ml of sodium extract. In it add freshly prepared FeSO4 solution and see what is going to happen. So adding FeSO4, yes, here the green PPT is formed and this shows the presence of nitrogen. Now further we will add dilute H2SO4 in it. So this 4 number bottle in our laboratory is dilute H2SO4. And after adding dilute H2SO4 in it, we will see that green PPT is getting dissolved. Okay, and yes, a beautiful Persian blue color is formed. Okay, so this confirms the presence of nitrogen in our compound. So here this blue color, Persian blue color, and now we are seeing that PPT has settled down. Now we are ready for our functional group detection test, that is of our amide group test. For this take a clean and test tube. In it we have to add our compound. So with the help of spatula we have added our compound, and then in it add 2 ml of freshly prepared sodium hydroxide solution. So this is our freshly prepared sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, now we have to heat it. So heat it with heat in this manner by using this wire gauge, so that we should prevent the accidents. Heat till the fumes comes out. Okay, now smell the fumes. Yes, so pungent smell of ammonia here. Okay, and now we are going to test with our red litmus paper over the mouth of our this test tube, okay, and see what will happen. Here our red litmus paper turns blue, so this confirms the presence of amide group in our organic compound. So till now, 3 results are followed by Persian blue PPT, and this infers the presence of nitrogen in the compound. Then thirdly, when we have tested the functional group detection, then our amide group is present. Okay? So from all these three results, we can infer that urea may be present in our compound. In this confirmatory test of urea, so I would like to mention that it is a very beautiful test. So here we will observe first pink color, then violet, and then finally a blue color is obtained. Okay? So something like this. So here we will see a pink color and a violet ring and a blue color. Okay? Now we will do this performance on table. So now we are moving towards the confirmatory test of our urea. For this, take a clean and dry test tube. In it, add pinch of our compound. So with the help of spatula, take pinch of our compound in this clean and dry test tube. Then we have to heat it till white PPT is formed. So heating this compound till a white PPT is formed, and with safety precautions always use the wire gauge while heating. Now add distilled water in it, that is 2 ml of distilled water to dissolve this PPT. Okay. Now shake it so that this white PPT gets completely dissolved. Now add 1 ml of dilute sodium hydroxide in it. This is sodium hydroxide dilute, and now we are going to add it. Okay. And then our next step is to add dilute copper sulfate solution. This is our dilute copper sulfate solution, and add it in a drop-wise manner slowly. Oh yes, really here we see that chemistry is really beautiful. Here we will see a beautiful combination of 3 colors: blue color followed by violet color and then pink color also. So this test is really very beautiful, and it confirms the presence of urea in our compound. Our given organic compound is confirmed, that is our urea. Okay? And now next step, we are going to prepare the derivative of our compound, that is urea. So we are going to prepare urea nitrate. Okay? So I am telling you the procedure, how to proceed for it. Okay? So first take, in a clean test tube, take 2 ml of water. In it add our compound so that a saturated solution should be formed. So in this, it has been dissolved, it means the solution is not saturated. So add some more urea. So now it has reached to its saturation point. Okay. Now urea is not getting dissolved. So next step is, in it add 2 ml of concentrated nitric acid. Okay, so this is our concentrated nitric acid, 2 ml, and we are going to add it. So this is concentrated acid, so slowly along the sides. Now we have to heat it. So gently we have to heat it as we have used the concentrated acid. So by using full safety precautions, by using wire gauge, we have to heat it to avoid any accidents. And then we have to cool it. So under the tap water, we are cooling it. Okay. Well, that after cooling, the precipitate starts forming. Okay. This white precipitate is of urea nitrate. Okay. So this is the procedure how to prepare the urea nitrate.